We've seen messy and chilly, but this is pure villain origin story behavior because, believe it or not, the leaked audio that just surfaced online has the streets trembling. Trembling like a love and hip-hop reunion fight shot on a yacht during a thunderstorm. Supposedly, and I use that word loosely, Remy Ma was caught on tape discussing a disqualification loophole that could have resulted in Claressa Shields being disqualified from her own title fight. Let's not forget the suspicious timing, the dubious motive, and the impeccable pettiness. Whether this is about boxing or something else entirely about papoose, and the drama surrounding the Bet Awards because insiders are speculating, camps are disputing, and Twitter detectives have already slowed down, captioned, and analyzed the audio as if it were a JFK conspiracy. The tea is boiling, the gloves are off, and the receipts are jumbled. This is a gossip spill vibe. And what we're about to uncover could potentially change everything. So let's get right to the point. Remy Ma, the legendary rapper from Bronx, royalty and a former member of the Terror Squad, is being accused of something that has the hip-hop and boxing community scrutinizing her, more than Nicki Miley did back in 2015. Did she really attempt to disqualify a professional boxer, the Claressa T-Rex Shields, before a title fight in Chile? This isn't just gossip, it's sabotage with a lace front. Everyone remembers the Bet Awards drama when Remy Ma appeared on the blue carpet as though she was a piece, but the internet knew better. Rumors were already circulating that papoose had been spotted at an after-hours event in Detroit. And yes, you guessed it, with Claressa Shields. At first, people dismissed it, saying that it was just training and that she was a fighter. He was into fitness, MMHM, until that now infamous papa touched the small of her back. The video was shot from a dubious angle, grainy like a Motorola RAZR in 2006. But it was clear that Pap was laughing, Claressa was smiling, and Remy was nowhere to be seen. Then, all of a sudden, Remy skips press week for the boxing event and fans say, that's weird. However, race team insists she had a schedule conflict now. This is where things go from Real Housewives petty to Scandal Season 3 sinister. A week before Claressa's big middleweight title defense, leaked audio purportedly recorded in a Miami hotel suite begins to circulate on private Discord servers, and in it, a woman who sounds a lot like Remy Ma is heard saying, "It doesn't have to be messy. All I need is one slip-up, illegal glove wrap, a way to issue anything if she can't clear it. She can't fight, simple, excuse me." The audio is low but unmistakable. And it wasn't just the words but the tone that I said what I said with. The energy Remy gave us when she ate Nicki Minaj alive on She Either cold, calculated, calm. And that's when boxing Twitter blew a collective gasket. Some claimed it was fake, while others said it was edited. But then the neighborhood freak, yes, that messy underground gossip page with a 98% drama accuracy rate, posted a voice match breakdown using AI software. At this point, you have boxing fans in denial, hip-hop fans perplexed, and Claressa's camp completely silent. So why would Remy do this? What could possibly make her risk everything, her reputation, her legacy, and her freedom, just to sabotage Claressa? Remember that Remy Ma doesn't do LS. This is the same woman who spent 6 years in prison, came out swinging with bars, landed a bet slot, had a hit with Fat Joe, and had a role on Love and Hip Hop, where she essentially ran the franchise. She's always been tough, but lately she's been unpredictable. Exhibit A shows that very icy birthday dinner back in April, and Papoose was present. But the smile forced Claressa to show up late, and the entire event felt more like a red carpet trap than a celebration. The paparazzi photos show Remy sitting between them like she's in the middle seat on a spirit flight from hell. Exhibit B shows a deleted Instagram story from Ray's backup account. Yes, she got a Fanina Don't Play, where she posted a black screen with the words, "Sometimes you gotta remind people you're not the one," posting deleted, but not before fans screen recorded it and went completely crazy. So, was this personal jealousy a business move? Some people believe Remy was trying to protect her brand. If rumors of her getting too close to a championship boxer start to circulate, Remy has always treated herself like a brand. So it's not just embarrassing but also bad for business. It's her first time getting involved behind the scenes. An anonymous source from the IBF International Boxing Federation told Gossip Spill Vibe exclusively that months ago, there was a rumor that someone in Remy Ma's camp was trying to delay a sanctioning approval for one of Claressa's previous fights. At the time, we thought it was just red tape, but now it's looking really shady. And here's the wildest part. This fight was supposed to be the most watched women's boxing match of the year, with millions in endorsements and exclusive streaming deals. Even Rihanna's Fenty was rumored to be a sponsor. So if someone purposely tried to interfere, that's industry sabotage, not petty beef. Meanwhile, fans on X Twitter were going crazy at Trap Boxing Bay, not Remy turning into a heel. And I'm screaming at petty peso _88. What no one anticipated was that Claressa herself finally broke her silence. Not in an interview on ESPN, but on her close friend's Instagram story, where she shared a video of herself shadowboxing, with the caption, "No distractions, just discipline. They're going to have to kill me to take this belt," mic drop if she truly said that in the audio. Hurl the entire terror squad in jail. Pun didn't die for this, at Goddess Shields fan account. Claressa stays unbothered, she could co-Remy with one blank. Hashtag Team Tracks. Now, we have a full-blown scandal. Claimed leaked audio, insider murmurs, fan comments. And a developing conflict between two strong women, one with belts, the other with bars, and just when you thought things couldn't get any uglier, an anonymous email is sent to several publications, including the "Check Her Weight Cut" was the subject line of a message sent by Shaybro Gossip. "Knock a sir and yourself at Gossip Spill vibe. The numbers don't add up. I've attached a PDF that contains what appeared to be digital weigh-in logs, timestamps, and comments about rapid drop in consistencies. Claressa allegedly lost 5 pounds overnight, and someone reported it as unnatural, which is crazy because it appears that someone was setting up the disqualification process before the fight even took place. When we looked at the metadata on that PDF, guess who the original creator was logged as? Marie published Remy Ma's birth name is Reminisce K. Smith. Her publishing company is Marie Publishing. You all flushed faces. Now we don't have confirmation that she personally created the file, but if this was a setup, it was clumsy, purposeful, and damning. At this point, boxing officials are panicking, sponsors are demanding clarification, and fans are pulling out the magnifying glass and calling it Glovegate. Just as the internet goes into a frenzy, another audio file appears, and this time, the purported voice of Remy Ma isn't just discussing strategy, she's naming names. In the new clip, which was posted anonymously to the burner YouTube account Fight Night Truths, a woman again sounds uncanny. She is heard saying, "If I get Dre on the line, it's done. He still owes me from Atlantic City. Just tell him the cut was suspicious. Say the hydration was off." Let's unpack that, Dre said, refers to Andre King, a mid-level boxing commissioner who has worked on multiple title fights in the past and has known ties to Remy's entertainment team and a number of boxing promoters. Additionally, Atlantic City is the same location where Remy held a celebrity fight night last year. It was a low-key event that was mysteriously cut short due to a lighting issue. The story has since been reframed. Was that lighting issue a cover for some shady deal that didn't go through? More importantly, is this the same Andre King who allegedly approved dubious last-minute rule amendments for Claressa's title fight? According to a now-deleted thread on the Boxing Watchdog subreddit, fighting officials received a request Claressa's hand wraps were inspected twice, which is against standard procedure unless an official protest has been filed. Who filed it is unknown, or at least no one is admitting it. But sources close to Claressa's camp claim they were caught off guard. One assistant trainer told us, "We weren't told who protested. They just said, follow protocol." However, the vibe was heavy and the energy was off. It felt like someone wanted us out before we intervened. Meanwhile, the audio is spreading faster than wildfire, and media outlets are scrambling to get a complete transcription with the caption, "Is this Remy Ma playing dirty? Or just another deepfake conspiracy?" Garners over 1 million views and almost 12,000 comments in a matter of hours. However, there's a twist. An anonymous former assistant from Ray's PR team posts a blind item to Hollywood Spills, a tabloid blog known for revealing celebrity secrets. The assistant claims she had people investigating Claressa months ago after Pap attended that training event alone. She felt taken advantage of, and I'm not sure if she meant to do so. But there were definitely conversations about distractions. The word distractions appears repeatedly in both audio clips, in multiple anonymous tips and subtweets, and all of a sudden everyone realizes that this wasn't about boxing strategy. Psychological warfare. Even former heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder commented during a live stream, saying, "If that's Remy on those tapes, that's foul. That's foul. You don't mess with anybody's grind like that. Claressa earned that ring. Don't try to play her from the sidelines." Screenshots appear from a private group chat between boutique promoters, where a user named MS or _exec talks about coordinating media narratives ahead of the fight. One line reads, "Get Shade Room to run distraction piece if hydration angle flops." The Shade Room denied any coordination with outside PR, but the timing of their posts raised eyebrows. Because speaking of diva rumors, let's talk about that. A number of insiders started spreading a new story about how difficult and demanding Claressa is. One anonymous ring crew member told a YouTube blogger she showed up late, changed the entrance song twice, and refused to share the glam room. But here's the kicker. That same glam room was already assigned to someone else, Remy Ma, who canceled her appearance at the last minute. Now, The entire makeup crew is claiming they were abruptly reassigned to a non-performing VIP. Let's get this straight. Remy skips press week, her glam squad shows up, and her name is connected to 2 alleged audio recordings, a plot to discredit the headliner. Now, ghost files containing her publishing credentials are emerging. Jailor should be the main character in the upcoming Ocean's 11 reboot, because this level of cunning requires preparation. And let's not forget about the money trail. Claressa's camp reported a sudden freeze on one of their sponsorship deposits of $18,500 from a protein drink company. The brand's legal team flagged the wire transfer as potentially compromising their image, which is why they received a worried media tip about Claressa's pending regulatory violation again. Before the fight, before any real issues have been raised, by an official governing body that profits from making Claressa appear unstable, unpredictable, or ineligible before a fight, the internet is working overtime. And one user on TikTok even created a detailed timeline breakdown of dates, photos, recordings, and other content relating odd behavior to clothing choices. She said that Remy's black outfit at a red carpet event was a sign that she was grieving over Claressa's career. The video went viral. While Claressa maintains her composure, Ray's team has gone into full ghost mode. There have been no interviews, publicist statements, or even denials. The only comment made by Fat Joe during a live stream with Angie Martinez was, "I don't know what's going on with that situation, but Ray's my sister. I just hope everybody tells the truth." Claressa has 6 million views in a single day. Translation: he doesn't want to be caught in the crossfire. BET has discreetly removed a planned interview with Remy Ma from their online platform, and HBO Boxing has begun to more thoroughly vet upcoming events by requiring third-party hydration logs and secondary wrap inspections. So what happens next? Everyone is wondering, because if these audio files are authentic, and at least one has been confirmed by 2 independent audio labs, this could cause more than just career damage. It could lead to an actual investigation. One sports law expert we spoke with stated that if someone with a financial interest in a match tried to influence the result or an athlete's perception in the eyes of a governing body, that's grounds for legal action. In extreme cases, it could be classified as we've gone from a leaked phone call to an industry probe. And now there's a rumor that the State Athletic Commission is putting together a review board to reevaluate all documentation related to Claressa's last 3 fights in order to look for patterns, inconsistencies, or outside interference. And just when you think it can't get any worse, word comes out that Claressa has hired a lawyer, not just any lawyer, but Jordan ESTZ, the same lawyer who handles defamation cases for multiple NFL stars. That's a sign that she's not just defending herself in the ring anymore, she's coming for reputations. And just as we're all keeping an eye on Twitter like hawks anticipating the next twist, a bombshell drops: security footage from the night before the weigh-in. Let's pick up where we left off with hallway footage of a mystery visit and Claressa Shields' missing electrolyte packs just hours before weigh-in. The footage came from hotel security, and it shows a woman who closely resembles Remy Ma entering the floor where Claressa's team was staying. There was no security, no cameras inside the room, but the hallway timestamp matches the time when Claressa's trainer later reported missing electrolyte packs from their prep bags. Fans want to know why she was there and what she was looking for. At precisely 11:42 p.m., Claressa's team is found alone in a hoodie. There is no explanation for her presence, no interviews, no appointments, and no team with her. What transpired inside the room is unknown. But the following morning, Claressa's camp reports that 2 electrolyte packets have gone missing, and her lead dietitian posts a mysterious Instagram story: "We prepare for everything except sabotage." At this point, public trust is eroding. People have finished speculating and are demanding accountability. Boxing organizations are scrambling, fans are furious, and promoters are silent. But the damage has already been done, as several sponsors have blocked future payments to Remy Ma's lifestyle brand, citing reputational risk and a review of public controversies. Her podcast deal was placed on indefinite hold by a major skincare company. You may recall the PDF file metadata we discussed in Part 1, which was titled Art Marie Publish. Forensics teams were able to trace the original upload back to a Miami hotel's public Wi-Fi server. The same hotel hosted both Ray's and Claressa's teams for pre-fight media events. Additionally, there was digital fingerprint overlap from a device that was previously linked to Remy's official social media manager. When reporters reached out for comment, they received no response. The State Athletic Commission has now issued a formal notice of investigation. Is not a rumor, rather, it is a legal development. They are looking through all correspondence logs between promoters, commissioners, and athletes. And if it can be proven that Remy Ma could face criminal charges, specifically attempted manipulation of a sanctioned athletic event, which is a third-degree felony in some states. Since this notice was filed, the industry has changed and Papoose has gone completely silent. His Instagram hasn't been updated in over a week and there are no stories, posts, or even his typical inspirational quotes. Sources claim that he is extremely embarrassed and is thinking about formally separating from Remy to protect his brand. Meanwhile, Claressa recently scheduled a one-and-all interview with a major streaming service, the same one that aired the Prince Harry and Meghan documentary. Insiders say that the interview is already being edited under the working title Unbothered, the Shields story. However, the commission also found internal documents that show that another woman in Claressa's weight class filed a formal complaint months ago, claiming she was abruptly pulled from a fight without warning. Her opponent was replaced at the last minute by someone involved in Remy Ma's new sports agency project. Yes, Remy Ma quietly launched her MP Sports and Entertainment earlier this year with the intention of managing crossover athletes, specifically women in boxing and MMA looking to tap into the entertainment industry. While this sounds good on paper, the agency is currently under review. Two whistleblowers have come forward, claiming they were asked to look up background information on Claressa under the pretense of brand management vetting, and one of them dropped a receipt, a forwarded email from someone with the initials or MS reading, "I need intel." Red flags past missed weigh-ins, behavior issues must be clean. She can't look like a hero, and if that's real, it's not just sabotage. That's coordinated defamation, according to legal analysts. Claressa now has grounds to sue for damages both financially and in terms of her reputation, and since her lawyer has already put together a team of cyber forensics experts, the discovery process could get ugly. We're talking about subpoenas, deleted files, and private messages. And if it's proven that anyone in Ray's camp actively conspired to interfere with Claressa's title defense, the entire victory could be challenged retroactively. But what do people think? Let's take a look at the most recent reactions flooding in Champ Live. Remy Ma better start rapping from a courtroom. This isn't a diss track. It's a criminal case at Slick Shields fan. They tried to play dirty, and that's what you call GOAT status. At Justice for T_X, I hope Claressa sues and releases a fragrance called Sabotage by Remy. Even hip-hop artists are taking sides. Foxy Brown shared a vintage photo of Claressa with the caption, "Real recognize real." DJ Envy, on the other hand, attempted to be neutral but ended up dragging himself by saying, "We don't know all the facts, but if Remy did this, it's definitely not a good look." Fans immediately criticized him for his apathetic response, labeling it damage control radio and spineless commentary. Meanwhile, Cardi B, who once toured with Remy early in her career, unfollowed her and liked 3 pictures. Tweets endorsing Claressa's lawsuit, the writings on the wall. And just when we think the drama is at its height, an alleged altercation breaks out. According to sources from a Miami steakhouse, Remy Ma and Claressa Shields met up with each other just 2 nights after the fight. The private dining room was not filmed, but staff members say that voices were raised. One insider claimed that Claressa stood up and said, "You picked the wrong one. Remy didn't follow. Remy didn't follow." We don't know what was said, but Claressa's team did not deny the altercation, merely issuing a statement that read, "Miss Shields has nothing to hide and everything to protect." Remy Ma has yet to publicly comment, has reportedly gone into crisis PR mode, hiring a reputation manager who has a history of spinning high-profile messes involving athletes, influencers, and reality stars. However, let's face it, the damage is done from missing supplements, metadata receipts, and audio leaks to career sabotage. This wasn't just a bad look, it was a whole cinematic plot. Whether Remy Ma escapes this controversy unscathed or ends up under formal investigation, the stain will not go away, especially now that she plans to launch a new foundation that focuses on mental wellness and fair play in women's sports. Her team claims that she turned pain into purpose, so if someone tried to break her, they only made her bigger. The question now is, who really wins in all of this? Because Claressa may leave with her belt, her brand, and a lawsuit ready to shake the table. However, Remy Ma is at a crossroads. She is an icon being rebranded by scandal rather than strategy, and a rap legend is allegedly plotting to disqualify a world champion fighter. Leaked audios, fake reports, metadata trails, brand deals, and two powerful women are now on opposing sides of a silent war that isn't just about fame but also about legacy. What do you think? Was this all a media circus based on deep fakes and conjecture? Or did Remy Ma actually attempt to plan a behind-the-scenes takedown of the most dominant woman in boxing? Was it revenge, ego, or something big like industry control? Because the story has it all. backroom deals, anonymous tips, confrontations, suspicious weigh-ins, and still no clear statement from Remy Ma herself. So, we'll let you decide whether this is career suicide or just another chapter in the never-ending drama of fame, power, and pride. Tell us in the comments if you think Claressa was targeted or if she was just paranoid. Should Remy respond or remain silent? And most importantly, who do you believe? If you're still holding your pearls, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more scandal, chaos, and tea hotter than a summer jam, Mick, and hit that bell because we assure you that this story isn't over.